How's it going, everyone? So today I wanted to talk about if you're looking to buy a used car, where should you look? Because I've gotten a lot of comments, a lot of questions on the channel, whether they be Saab related or not, asking, hey, I want to buy this car, where should I look? Or where should I be looking to buy a used car? So today I thought I would put together a list of sorts of different websites and places where you can go and look for a used car. But before I get started on that, I am very happy to announce that I finally have my new shirt out. So if you guys are interested, it'll be linked at the top of the description. The tiny bit of money that I make from these is of course going straight back in the channel, whether that be with better camera equipment, more stuff for the Turbo X, or whatnot. So I hope you guys can support the channel and purchase one of these shirts. I think they turned out really awesome. I've already ordered a couple for myself and they should be here shortly, so you guys will see them on my body, hopefully very soon, for a video. But I'm not just gonna sit here in the garage like an idiot and record this. So let's start up the car and get going. Should probably put the windows up. So when you're buying a used car, there's usually two different types of places or sources where you would buy a car from. It'd either be from a private party sale or through a dealer or something similar. Now, of course, there are advantages and disadvantages to going with either a dealer or a private party. It just depends on what you're looking for and all that, and I'm not going to get into that in this video. But basically, to keep it short, buying at a dealer is going to cost you more, but it's generally much less risky. Let's start by talking about private party sites. So there are a few different sites, some very popular websites and sources to look for private party sales. And private party sales are basically an average Joe like me selling a car to you, not through any sort of dealer certification or whatnot. So Craigslist is definitely one of the most prominent sites out there. It's very useful. You can do a bunch of different search features and whatnot to narrow down, you know, distance, price, mileage, all these other things on what car you want. It's a very good site out there. A lot of listings are posted there. Another similar site is OfferUp, which doesn't seem to get as many listings, at least where I live, but it's still a very popular site. Facebook Marketplace is another big one. I guess you could also consider eBay a private party place, although you could also find stuff through dealers on there as well. So if you guys would like to see some more details on that and you're wondering which one works better for me, which one should I go with, then go ahead and click the link up in the top corner here. I made a video discussing the differences between the two. So if you'd rather just go to a physical place and buy a car, then obviously in most cases you're going to have to go to a dealer if you're looking for something that's certified pre-owned. Now, not all dealers offer certified pre-owned cars, or not all dealers can offer certified pre-owned cars. If you just go to the average used car dealer, you know, I'm sure you've heard the stereotypes out there about used car dealers trying to scam you and rip you off. And while for some friends of mine, at least, not me personally, have experienced that to some extent, not all used car dealers are bad. So, of course, used car dealers are going to vary area to area. I actually bought my Turbo X from a private party, but it was being stored at a dealer from a guy who worked at a dealer, and that was an amazing used dealership. And how I would recommend checking if the dealer that you're looking at is any good is simply just go on Yelp or Google and look at the reviews of the dealer. If they're all 1 and 2 stars and people are writing these long essays, you know, ranting about how bad the dealership is, probably shouldn't go there. But if they've got, for the most part, good reviews, it's probably a trustworthy dealer. There's other types of dealers such as CarMax, and then you have new car dealers which sell basically the cars that are traded in for them to buy the new BMW or whatever that dealership sells. So those are generally going to be the most expensive used cars in terms of value for what you're getting, but generally you're going to be getting a good car. These certified pre-owned cars mean that they have been looked over and they are good to go. You're not going to get something that's going to blow up on you on the way home or break down on the way home. They are selling these at a higher price because they're selling it to you with the confidence of saying this is a good, clean car and it's not going to break down on you on the way home. Some of these dealerships and places, depending on how old the car is, will even offer you a sort of extended warranty. I think CarMax offers extended warranties on a lot of their used cars that they sell, but it just varies place to place. And of course you have your myriad of sites online which will basically just compile everything that's at those dealers and show it to you in the same sort of way that something like Craigslist or eBay or Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp would. All these sites, I've learned in my experience, are pretty much the same exact thing. They'll all, you know, have a different format to some extent, but at the end of the day, you're still going to be getting roughly the same cars on every site. So I'll flash some logos of some of them up here on the screen. There's, like I said, there's dozens of them. These are just a few of them. So now we've talked about both private party and used, I want to talk about what happens if you're looking for a car like this, my Turbo X, a car that's more rare, a car that's going to be owned by an enthusiast, like an enthusiast type of car. You're not going to be able to just go on Craigslist and find one of these in most cases. You got to look on a specialty site. So if you are looking for that, I would first off advise joining some sort of Facebook group or forum to ask around where would be a good place to look for one. But in the instance of Saab, they have a site called Saabnet, which is an amazing site, and that's a great place to look for a rare Saab, for instance. So, of course, that's not going to be helpful advice to all of you who might not be looking for a rare Saab. In fact, most of you probably aren't. With that in mind, guys, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Do me a favor and at least check out the shirt. It's also offered in hoodies, tank tops, and long sleeve. And if you do happen to like it, then please do myself the gratitude of purchasing one. It would really mean a lot to me. And I'm going to stop self-promoting because I hate doing that. And I'll see y'all next time.
Check your body.